Dear brothers and sisters, today we reflect upon the Song of Mary, which is a song singing the fulfillment of God's mercy. God wanted to save human beings, and Mary is singing that salvation as something already come. First, she sings God's salvation in herself. She feels mercied by God. She feels as someone who has received the greatest graces from God, and she considers herself lowly. Mercy is the love of God for the poor, and Mary considers herself poor in comparison with God, and therefore she sings that God has seen her, looked upon her with mercy. He has done great things for me. But right after singing the greatest possible mercy that God could do with a human being, she immediately says something that gives us hope, as if saying, this mercy is not only for me, but God's mercy is for those who fear Him from generation to generation. So the second part of the song, after singing the mercies of God towards her, she sings the mercies of God towards humankind, especially Israel. And so the first thing is, there are like three things. First, the sins and goods of the intellect. Second, the sins and the virtues of the will. And third, the goods and the sins regarding sensibility. So that's why he says, He has shown strength with His arm and has scattered the proud in the thoughts of their hearts. So the mercy of God destroys pride. Because the pride is the sin of those who think that they know more than God, or that God did something wrong, or that God is not so good to us. So, by showing the strength of His arm, by God becoming flesh, and showing His power among human beings, by the wonders that He does for us, He destroys the proud and shows them that nobody's like God and that they were wrong. Okay? So first, the mercy of God destroys the pride and establishes His goodness, His power, shows His power so that we can see that nobody is like Him. Second, He has the sins of the will, those who have power and use it in the wrong way. He has brought down the powerful from their thrones and lifted up the lowly. So those who rebel against God are chastised, are punished. That's an act of the mercy of God, so that they don't oppress those who are humble. And so He lifted up the lowly. Those who are humble, who are subject to the will of God, who want to use their freedom to do the right thing and not to do whatever, those are lifted up. God is merciful to them. And finally, regarding the sins of the sensibility, he says, He has filled the hungry, those who suffer in their senses, with good things, and sent the rich away empty. Is what Jesus said also, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be consoled. But woe to those who laugh, because they will weep. And it finishes by saying, the Lord has helped His servant Israel in remembrance of His mercy, as He had promised to Abraham. So again, it's a song of the mercy of God. How the mercy of God is in Mary, how the mercy of God is offered to all of us in all aspects of our lives, and how the mercy of God is something we can rely upon, is something that is sure, is certain, our hope, because He fulfills His promises. So today, let us ask the Lord to help us to receive the mercy of God, so that we may, like Mary, praise His mercies in our own lives.